Here's Big Sciota for the advanced curriculum. I will play it at 98 beats a minute, and then we'll talk about it.
1, 2, 3.
All right, quite a handful to play there. Big Sciota is a great modern classic fiddle tune. It's sort of become a standard for jam sessions here in the last 10, 15, 20 years. And what we're going to do here in the advanced section, you should check out the basic and intermediate and sort of see how things can kind of grow, how I add embellishments and add a little bit of a challenge, just a few notes here and there. One of the big things here is playing the melody of Big Sciota an octave up using this D position out of G. It all kind of comes out of this scale form, and just like scale forms and building muscle memory, the more you practice this, the more it feels natural to play up this part of the neck. And again, using, thankfully the basic theory of fiddle tunes they're all major scale based, so it's they kind of work together as scale forms and melody forms as far as muscle memory and building confidence and building a sense of what to do when you're up the neck. So we'll jump here with the tab with the triplet pickup. So into an immediate stream of eighth notes. That's sort of phrase one there. You might isolate that. There's a bit of a cross-picking element just within the melody here as it's tabbed. And then our second phrase. So we begin shifting right there. If you paid attention in the intermediate version, we do the same thing. From that bar 7. That little hammer on into a pull off there, going from bar 7 to bar 8, is real important with an idea of keeping things smooth and flowing. Still, you never break the pick pattern, even though you've got a couple of upstrokes in a row or a couple of downstrokes in a row. Always trust the pattern. To play all that. But we're going to use hammer-ons and pull-offs. So it's using the hammer-on and pull-off, pulling off into the downbeat really challenges the pattern. But again, you can sometimes when there's intricate little things that go into the downbeat, think of the next strongest beat that you can kind of land on as you practice, and that would be, usually it's beat 3, and here's no exception. So that's where you sort of officially get back into the pattern as far as at least the way I feel it, as far as the way those downbeats just feel consistent and the kind of pocket that I continue to try to grab onto. So we're kind of like, sort of what's going on there to look at it rhythmically. And then we're going to jump. Now we're using this open string G at the end of the first half of the A section. And it's a challenging thing because it moves right into the next eighth note as an upstroke to a hammer-on. You could play that if you wanted to. The hammer-on gives it the least bit of breath there, and an obvious opportunity to keep things smooth. That's a tough transition. But again, your downbeat of bar 10 is a good goal. So as you're practicing this, that's a spot to isolate, bar 9 and 10. So once you've established that downbeat, now you're up into this other position, this D position, working out of the key of G. So still basic melody notes based out of the G scale. It's just, I put it here in case you've never played the melody of Big Sciota off the first position, open position. It's a simple melody, not a lot of adornment or embellishment, just a good solid melody to play up the neck. Just the challenge in and of itself is just getting up there in time. And again, in this idea of finding things to isolate, just pick that. The downbeat of bar 10 through the first, how the phrase ends in the first part of bar 13. It's a challenging little thing. It's a lot of fingers moving around, and so if your fingers aren't used to doing that, it's challenging in and of itself. But if you're new to it, it's certainly a chore to get through that. But just again, isolate that and just play it slowly. Get used to how that feels. There's a lot of melodies that we can play out of this position. Get used to the scale position.